called the Philosopher's Stone is said to be that which translates base elements into gold. This is deemed to be the case in the higher metallurgical sense and also in the spiritual sense of enlightenment, moving the mundane person into a higher state of being, transferring his lead into gold. So, the rule was, to make gold, you must take gold. There are two distinctly different forms of gold. There is the straightforward metal that we know, gold, we all know what that looks like, but there is also a higher state of gold, a gold that is in a different dimension of perceived matter, the white powder of gold that suddenly doesn't look like metal anymore. It's the hidden manner. It's become hidden because it doesn't look like what it is. It's still gold, and its secret was known by the master craftsman. In the alchemical document called the Rosarium Philosophorum, the hidden stone was described in terms of geometry. Make a round circle of the man and the woman, draw out of this a square, out of the square a triangle, make a round circle, you will have the stone of the philosophers. We all recognize that as Vitruvian Man, the drawing by Leonardo da Vinci, the square, the man. They say this is the philosopher's stone. It's not the philosopher's stone, but geometrically this is a representation. I tried to find out from numerous people exactly what the philosopher's stone represented. Was it really a stone? Was the stone a symbol for something? Was it actually a stone because it was metal, even though metal is metal and not mineral? And I was told a very strange answer, and perhaps I'll learn more in time, but I was told that the concept of the stone is rather like the half cup of water. To some of us, the cup is half empty, and to others, the cup is half full. So is a stone a pebble, or is a stone a gem? And our own intuition will lock us straight into one of those things, and there will be those of us who are positive and those of us who are negative, and the positive people will find the root of the stone, I'm told. In the Grail romance of Parzival, written in the Middle Ages again, it is said of the temple knights of the Grail castle, they live by virtue of a stone most pure. If you do not know its name, now learn it. It is called lapis exilis. By the power of this stone, the phoenix is burned to ashes, but the ashes speedily restore it to life, and the phoenix thus molts and thereupon gives out a brilliant light, so that it is suddenly as beautiful as before. Now, lots of people have wondered about lapis exilis, because it appears to be a play on words. It combines two things, it seems. Lapis exilis means stone from the heavens. Lapis elixis, or elixir, is likened very often to the philosopher's stone itself, the stone by way of which base elements are transformed into higher states of being, into gold, realistically or symbolically. Either way, whichever we're looking at, whether we're talking about stones from heaven or elixir stones, we're talking about Shemana. We're talking about the heavenly stone, the highwood firestone, the manna that was the substitute for starfire. So the Parzival allegory lies in the description, it seems, that the phoenix is burned to ashes and appears again in a light as bright and beautiful as ever before. But what's a phoenix? What's a phoenix? It's a bird, we answer. The Bennu bird. No. The word phoenix is far, far older than any mythology about birds. The word phoenix is of the most ancient Phoenician, and the word phoenix means red gold. Starfire.
Did you not know that? Have you not watched a movie? Have you not read a book? Have you not done anything in your life?
Please note this information is not for everyone depending on your level of understanding of the mental world and how it vibrates and creates the stone hidden knowledge, turning base metal into gold, known as the universal binder. stating that those who possess it would attain abundance, happiness, and all that is desired, including longevity, eternal life, and Christ consciousness or gnosis, spiritual completion, and all-knowing. For centuries the majority of the public have believed that this stone was either a real physical magical stone, folklore and fairy tales, or not real at all. But behind the written words that have been compiled on this philosopher's stone lies an occult meaning. Now occult simply means hidden for those who can understand the message. So really it's not hidden, but it's information you have to want to know and research and raise your awareness to find and truly understand the message. Or the information that you are presented with means nothing to you or make no sense. So back to the philosopher's stone, decoded and explained. Like I said above, the higher your level of awareness, the more you are able to understand and will be given access to. The philosopher's stone is a man and woman's true nature, representing the higher and the lower realms, with your 0 point being the heart in the center. Now let me explain this in a way that most people who match my frequency and have raised the awareness will understand. We are all energy fields of information consisting of 5 layers of energy. This is your source code, your program or software within the matrix grid, so to speak, which connects us to the 0 point and is commonly known as the auric field. Now this field you are generating is connected to a much larger source of connectivity and manifestation known as the macrocosmos. Your field connects directly to its 0 point, and this is what manifests your outcomes and experiences. This field emanates from the center of the Earth, being the North Pole, where the black sun is and where all the lights from the aurora borealis comes from, including the northern lights. A famous quote: "Receive this stone which is not a stone, a precious thing that has no value, a thing of many shapes that has no shape. This unknown which is known by all." Zosimos of Panopolis. The Philosopher's Stone decoded. How the Philosopher's Stone works. Connect the above and below. To fully embrace and gain full control of the Philosopher's Stone within you, one has to clear their bodies of all toxins and remove all programming and belief systems, regardless of what they are. Without doing this you cannot raise your vibration higher. Easiest way is to remove all blood-related products from your diet. Everything is energy and carries energetic ties which keep you stuck in stagnation, stopping you from raising your vibration. When you reach a state of gnosis through disalign, by way of meditation and raising your vibration, which in turn raises your awareness, only then can you start this process, as this process will allow you to connect the above and the below, all realms of consciousness and existence as it connects them all. Only this time you can see it through your heightened awareness, being able to manipulate it. Connecting the all-philosopher's stone, the creator within you, creating and viewing the world with a different set of rules, as you can now see the connection between the above and below clearly in a way you understand. You understand the positive and negative, the light and dark, knowing one cannot exist without the other in this dualistic realm. Understanding the importance of energetic ties because you can see them as it shows you the true cause and effect with just a thought. You now can position yourself between the field of energy and matter, the 0 point where all manifestations come from. You can now create from the mind, knowing it will manifest because you see beyond what is in front of you. Understanding it's just frequency and all it requires is a match to attach and manifest. The stone is the hard philosopher's stone decoded. After studying the Kabbalah, Torah, Kemet teachings, Tibetan Book of the Dead, and learning about chakras, energy fields, consciousness and the Metatron grid, I see that the most widely accepted description of the stone is that the color of the stone is dark red, and has been said to be of an uneven shape, not symmetrical. Now take into account everything is coded, so they're not just going to spell it out for you when you are looking up this information. One has to look deeper behind the cloak. Not go with the most obvious answers as most will. This is why they are lost. The above was all I could find on the stone for the information I was searching. There are a lot of misinformation out there about this stone, most of which are on a lower frequency too. Where I am currently at, so that information I have already passed. Coming to a newer and more clearer understanding of the mechanics behind this. 2020 vision tells me it is the heart. In the human body there are 114 chakras. Most people have only heard about 7, which are the most common. I'm not going to list them all here, as 90% of them work and perform without your input. They just help the body to function. For higher conscious people in search of truth and awakening to the knowledge of the additional chakras, it's important to learn the 9 listed below and fully understand how to activate them. Sacral chakra, which located between the navel and the perineum. The base chakra, which is located in the perineum area, roughly between the anal and the genitals. Thymus chakra, which is located just above the thymus gland, located between the heart and throat chakras. Heart chakra, which is located in the center of the chest, close to your heart. Throat chakra, this is located where the thyroid gland is, in the lower part of your neck. Ajna third eye chakra is located between the eyes, just slightly higher. The crown chakra is located in the middle of the top of the head. Gold soul chakra double crown is situated outside of your physical body 3 to 9 inches above the crown chakra. Lead the earth chakra is situated outside of the physical body 3 to 9 inches beneath the soles of your feet. Turning lead into gold, the immortal human. As you can see from above, the gold soul chakra double crown is the gold. The earth chakra is the lead. By the description you should have noticed that both of these chakras are outside of the body. As above so below, one's above you, one's below you. But still ever much a part of you, working with you and the field of consciousness. Creation and information. Making the heart the philosopher's stone, being able to turn lead into gold, meaning an awareness of one's true self and abilities within this matrix, matching the frequency, how it works. To fully grasp how all this connects, one has to understand energy, frequency and vibration, MBS. What am I saying? By this let me give you a brief EFV lesson. When you have raised your vibration by meditating and clearing toxins from your body, your body's energy level starts to raise. This can benefit you in many ways as you are activating your chi. You have to practice mindfulness, as you need to learn how to live in the present moment, as everything is created from the now, not the past, not the future, in the now, as that's all there is. By doing this you'll be able to control your thoughts and stop the chatter. From here you have a newer foundation. All thoughts created, even if they are not acted upon, starts a manifestation and energetic tie to you. But why is this? The reason for this is that thoughts are energy and words are spells. As we speak we create, as we think we create. Only problem is most of us are unaware creators, so we create the things we do not want based on our thoughts. The awakened man or woman knows all thoughts are sacred. So she keeps their mind clear and avoids judging and confrontations, as he knows this will lower his or her vibration. So she remain neutral, observing but not attaching any thought, as this is what keeps him outside the box and on a high vibration. By practicing being non-judgmental to yourself and others, you'll be given access to the spiritual realm, which bridges the lower vibrations of this matrix, being the material, with the higher aspects of this realm, being the spiritual. Easy EFV: mind, body, soul. Your thoughts, whatever they might be, start within the mind, creating an energetic spark within your body known as a frequency. This then generates a vibration, be it good or bad depending on what you are thinking, which then from the 0 point starts creating within the macrocosmo the field of possibilities. This is how you get your life's results. As with anything, nothing comes that easy. You cannot achieve MBS without first knowing how to raise your vibration to the match of that you desire. Like attracts like. You cannot have something that is not a frequency match to yours, it will not last. You have to maintain or increase the frequency which is your vibration. This is how you come full circle and activate your philosopher's stone. Turning lead into gold, which is the human, which is you, into the infinite you all-knowing. Thank you for reading, listening or watching. Subscribe for more, it's free.